Welcome back, gentlemen, to the KG2 trade. I haven't posted in a while, but I do want you guys to get a look at Bitcoin and Litecoin today. And I want to just express kind of what I'm feeling about the markets currently right now. Let me remove that real quick. Okay, so Bitcoin, we're going to start with that one. Now, the market structure of Bitcoin right now is rhyming with what it had already given us in the past, which is this. We had a descending triangle right here that broke down at from this area of capitulation down 50%, roughly. Now, I'm looking for this market structure as a descending triangle when it broke to go down 50%, and it could go as low as $5,000, $5,150 for Bitcoin. But I also have targets set up for the bounce. So where can the bounce be at? And it usually wants to bounce right around a Fibonacci number. So I've laid these out. These Fibonacci numbers on this side are based off of our low here at 3,120 roughly. And these targets right here are based off of your all-time lows, which is down here. Let me hit auto. There you go. So that way you can kind of see there's two different Fibonacci's that we could be playing off of, and I'm not sure which one it is, and we won't know until it actually the market turns around and starts running higher. We won't know that it's, which way it's going to go either way. Now, it's important that we understand what targets it hits, because if it hits off of here, we're really looking to see if it hits any of these numbers. We're really looking for it to go higher highs and to just go crazy bullish. But if it goes into these areas here and hits these targets, I would be looking for a rollover at, and especially down here, I would look for a rollover for Bitcoin to start creating a lower low and a lower high and continue this downtrend right here. Like this is how you can see. Let's see if we can bring that up. There you go. So you can see this kind of line will be a big heavy area of resistance if we get down into these levels here. So what let me get those out of the way. I'll just leave them up there. They're fine. Okay, so here we go. Your 618 is at 7,250. Your 786 target is 5,400, and your last Fibonacci area is at 4,800. Now, these red targets are your 0.5 at 6,900 roughly and 50. 6,950. This Fibonacci 618 target is 5,350. This Fibonacci target at the 786 is $3,000. And the final last Fibonacci pullback that I think we could go to on Bitcoin is 2,280 or 3,000, something around there. Oh, I'm sorry, 2,300. So, yeah, that's something to keep in mind. And I want to keep this market structure going to the upside, and we could just be making a gigantic triangle. You can kind of see how it's playing out here. But if we come down to this last Fibonacci pullback, we could bounce in here and then start triangulating. But really what I'm looking for it to do is to come on down here, hold that line, and then start and blast off, actually, is what I'm really looking forward to. But I don't want to get into this area. If we get into these areas, then our next bounce could possibly be higher, but then it will come down and it'll consolidate even lower down here, and Bitcoin will be a lot more worthless. So I'm really looking for these Fibonacci's to bounce so we can run way higher. Now let's look at Litecoin, because that's important too. LTC USD is part of our in-group KG2 trade. We've been doing the trifecta, which is Bitcoin, Litecoin, and the US dollar pairing, and trading off of those three. So what we have is also something that isn't exactly perfect, but it does rhyme as far as market structure. We have a 1, 2, 3 top and a 1, 2, 3 top with an area of upward support that is broken to the downside, upward support that's broken to the downside with a 1, 2, 3 touch and a 1, 2, 3 touch. And what I did was measured from the top here down when we had our pullback, and it went at 88% pullback. So what I did over here was measure 88% from that pullback, and we have a target of Litecoin going to 12 bucks. So that is brutal. If this thing plays out, this could be very, very brutal. All right. The reason why I'm hoping that this doesn't hold is that, and this market structure here doesn't rhyme exactly as this one, is because I need to have Litecoin go like this, right? I want a higher low hitting over here, probably about around the 893. Now, I know 893 is not a real Fibonacci number, but it's a spot I have on my charts. Here you go, something like that. Okay, here's the 786, and we're nearing it. That target's at $48, so I think we're still going to come down here. Now, keep in mind, we can still bounce up a little bit and then come down and bounce and come up and bounce, right? It's just working its way down. Now, let's get rid of this, make some room, and clean up our charts a little bit. And I want to show you, because I haven't done this yet. We'll see what this does. So far, we are creating this really fantastic ascending wedge or something like that. Yeah, so far it's we're gonna work down in here, so we'll see how it pans out. It could be something more like that. Give this thing a little more room. Another way to look at this is when you have this right here, this market structure. So it's working in this channel and is probably just trying to work its way down to its low point. And when we get a break above this outside line here, that's when we'll start running higher. So hopefully we get a touch, and then at the lowest fib point or here, and then break higher, or here and break higher. So just showing you those types of options. Okay. Now let me give you targets again one more time for Litecoin USD. The 786 target is at $48. The 893 target, which really isn't a Fibonacci, like I said, is at 35, but it's a it's a spot on mine that I like to look at. The lowest fib point on this turnaround could be as low as 28 bucks, but really it needs to probably close somewhere, above this line. If it's 28 bucks, it's probably not going to happen. Love to see a turnaround before then. Okay, but if it's working off of this zero line, then our Fibonacci at the 786 will be at $30. At the 893, it'll be at $15.50, and at the lowest fib point here, it'll be at $8. So keep in mind, these are very low numbers. A lot of these targets that could be possible turnarounds, and I just want people to be aware of that. So if you're hodling, I don't want you to get afraid of what could be coming. I just want you to know that it will bounce again, right? Even if it bounces not as high, you could get a way better price than you are getting now. Like I said, for Litecoin, it could bounce as high as maybe even up here at $100. The next bounce could bounce to $100 pretty easy. Even if it's on these fib numbers or this one. So, all right, that's it for today. God bless you guys. Thank you for joining me. I will see you guys in the chat group. And if you're new, like and subscribe. And if you want to see more of this stuff, let me know. All right, talk to y'all later. Have a great day. God bless you guys. I'm out of here.